Good morning, fourth graders. Today we are on page 215 and we are going to learn a new strategy for dividing. So we've learned the base 10 strategy. Today we're going to learn something called the area model strategy. So our objective today is, today I will divide using an area model. Okay, so it's just a new division strategy. All right, let's look at our vocabulary and our steps. Okay, in our vocabulary, they show us a division problem. Okay, something that I like to remember is this is my dividend. I almost said it wrong. This is my dividend because it's what I'm dividing. This is my divisor. But I always kind of teach this little shortcut that when it's set up like this, I remember this is my in and out. I call it my in and out strategy. So my dividend goes inside and my divisor goes outside. So my in and out strategy. Okay, so and when we set it up, that's what we're gonna see is we're gonna see this dividend go inside and then my divisor go outside. Okay, the rest of this I will explain to you when I do my problem. And then they're just reminding us of our division words. So my dividend is the number I divide, which I'm saying is also the number that goes in. My divisor is the number of groups or the number in each group, and it goes outside. And then quotient is my answer. Okay, my steps today are very long, ladies and gentlemen. Let's kind of read through them. It says draw a large rectangle for the area model. We're going to write the divisor and a multiplication sign on the left side of the rectangle. So here's where they put the divisor and then they put the multiplication sign. And then they put the dividend inside. So in, out, and the multiplication. Okay, then it says multiply the divisor by a number that gets closest to the value of the dividend without going over. Okay, and this is where dividing comes in. So I'm going to show you the rest of these steps. I think it's a lot to memorize, but you could refer back to them if you need some help. Okay, ready? Here is my first problem. My first problem is 652 divided by 2. Okay, so this is my dividend, which is going to go in and out. I'm going to remember my in and out. Okay, so I'm going to start with step 1. It says draw a large rectangle. So I'm going to draw a large rectangle. Okay, and then it says I'm going to put my divisor outside, multiplication sign, and my dividend inside. Okay, so this is where I'm going to start. I like this. They don't tell me to do this, but another thing that I like to do is to have my place values on top. So ones, tens, hundreds. And I'll show you why in a minute. Okay, so I ask myself, can 2 fit into 6? Can 2 go into 6? With how many times can 2 go into 6? Well, 2 can go into 6 3 times. But this is in the hundreds column. So it's not just 3 times, it's going to be 300 because 6 is in the hundreds place value. So 2 can fit into 6 3 times, but the 6 is really 600, so it's really 300. Okay, let me say that again. 2 can fit into 6 3 times, but since it's the hundreds column, it's going to be 300. Okay, then I'm going to say 300 times 6. What does 300 times 6 equal? 300 times 6 equals 600. And I'm going to subtract. 2 take away 0 is 2, 5 take away 2, 0 is 5, and 6 take away nothing is 6. Okay. So I'm done with that section, and I'm going to bring this up, and I'm going to go again. This is my ones, and that's my tens, right? Okay, so now I'm going to say, can 2 fit into 5? How many times could 2 fit into 5? 2 can fit into 5 2 times. not 3, because 3 would be 6. So 2 can fit into 2 2 times. But since it's in the tens, it's not going to be 2, it's going to be 20. So 2 can fit into 5 2 times, but since the 5 is in the tens, instead of 2, it's going to be 20. Okay, so what's 20 times 2? 20 times 2 is 40. Okay, so let's subtract. 2 take away 0 is 2. 5 take away 4 is 1. So we get 12. And we get 1s and 10s. Okay, let's try it again. Ready? Can 2 fit into 1? No, 2 can't fit into 1 at all. So let's underline the next one. Can 2 fit into 12? Yes. But notice now we underlined the ones column. So 2 fits into 12 6 times, but it's 6 ones. So our answer would just be 6. Okay, so 6 times 2 is 12. And look what happens when I subtract. I get nothing. Okay, these answers up top, these are what I call my partial quotients. So remember, a quotient is our answer. These are my partial quotients, which mean they're part of the answer. So what happens if I add up 300 plus 20 plus 6? 326 is 326. So that is my real quotient, 326. Okay, let's see another one of these. Here's my next one. Okay, so I have my dividend is in and out. Okay, so my dividend is 2,739 and my divisor is 3. Okay, so I'm going to first set up my rectangle and I'm going to put my dividend inside, my divisor outside, and I'm going to put a multiplication sign. Okay, and that's my ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Okay, so I'm going to start. Can 3 fit into 2? 3 cannot fit into 2. Can 3 fit into 27? Yes. 3 can fit into 27 9 times. But I'm not talking about just 9. I'm talking about in the hundreds column. So instead of just 9, it's going to be 900. Okay, so 3 fits into 27 9 times, but we're in the hundreds, so it's 900. Okay, what is 900 times 3? Well, 9 times 3 is 27, so it's going to be 2,700. Okay, and what do we get? 9300. Okay, ready? So now we are going to start over. That's my ones and my tens. Okay. All right, can 3 fit into 3? Yes. How many times? 1, but it's in the tens, so it's 110, which would be 10. Okay, so 10 times 3 is 30. So let's subtract and we get 9. Okay, so now we just have 9 ones. Okay, can 3 fit into 9? Yes, 3 can fit into 9 3 times, and it's 3 ones, so it's just 3. And 3 times 3 is 9, and we're left with nothing. Okay, so our answer is, or our partial quotients, our parts of the answer are 910 and 3, but when we put them all together, we get 910 3, which is 913 is our quotient. Okay, let's try some of these together. We are on page 216. They've created kind of a small box for us. We don't have a lot of room in this box, so I'm going to do my best writing in it because it's so little. I usually write with green, friends, but my green's going to be too hard to write in here, so I'm going to write with black. But I still want you to write with me. Let me say that again. I'm going to write with black, but I still want you to write with me. You know what, actually, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not. I'm going to just draw it larger so I have more room because it is way too small for me. So I'm going to draw it larger. I'm going to put my dividend inside. My dividend is 3,616. And my divisor is 8, which goes outside, and then I have my multiplication sign. Okay, so we're going to get started. Remember, I like to say my place values. That's my ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. Okay, so can 8 fit into 3? No. Can 8 fit into 36? Yes. How many times? 8 times 5 is 40, so that's too much. 8 times 4 is 32. So 8 can fit into 36 4 times, but where are we at? We're in the hundreds column. So it's not 4, it's 400. Okay, so 400 times 8, well, 4 times 8 is 32, and then 2 zeros. So we have 416 left. Okay, so we're going to bring that up here and we're going to start over. And that's my ones, tens, hundreds. Okay, can 8 fit into 4? No. Can 8 fit into 41? Yes. 8 times 5 is 40. So it's going to be 5, but look where we're at. We're in the 10. So it's not 5, it's 50. Okay, what is 50 times 8? 5 times 8 is 40, with 1 extra 0 is 400. Okay, so we're going to bring that and start over. Okay, we have our ones and our tens. Okay, can 8 fit into 1? No. Can 8 fit into 16? Yes, 8 can fit into 16 2 times. And we're in the ones column, so 2 ones is just 2. And 2 times 8 is 16. And we have nothing, which is where we want. We want to be at 0. So what's our answer? These are our partial answers or partial quotients, but our full quotient is 452. So our quotient is 452. Okay, let's do one last one together. Our dividend is 3,465 and our divisor is 5. Okay, so we're going to first make a large box. We're going to put our dividend in. Our dividend goes in. So 3,465. Our dividend goes out and we put a multiplication sign. Okay, again, I really like putting my place values, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Okay, 5 can fit into 3. Nope, not at all. 5 can fit into 34. How many times? Well, 5 times 6 is 30, but 5 times 7 is 35. That would be too much, so it must be 6. But what column are we in, or what place value? We're in the hundreds. So it's not 6, it's 600. Okay, 600 times 5 is 3,000. And I know that because 6 times 5 is 30, and then there's 2 extra zeros. Okay, when I subtract, I get 465. So let's bring that up, and we'll start over with my ones, tens, and hundreds. Okay, 5 cannot fit into 4, but 5 can fit into 46 9 times, because 9 times 5 is 45. So 5 can fit into 46 9 times, but we're in the what place value? The tens. So 9 tens is 90. And 90 times 5, well, 9 times 5 is 45 and 1 0. So we get 15. Okay, what are we getting now? Ones, tens. So we get 5 cannot fit into 1, but 5 can fit into 15 3 times. And we're in the ones place value. So 3 ones is just 3. And then 3 times 5 is 15. And we have 0, just like we were hoping to have. Okay, so what is our answer, ladies and gentlemen? 693. That's our full quotient when we put them together. 693 is our quotient. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I know there's a lot of steps here, but we'll be doing this throughout the years, practicing all year. So right now our goal is just to do the best we can. Make sure you use your examples and steps to help you. Have a great night. Bye.